Sir, what do you think about Neurodac?
See, I have given you a list of things that have been happening in the advanced countries in the world. Because, but you know, even then, these are least populated countries in the world who have shown a lot of progress in science and technology. The aim of anybody, like though we work for with highly skilled people and all, our aim is always to reach the underprivileged people, or people who are struggling to learn new things or develop skills or pick up knowledge base in fast growing technology. Neuropace is Neurodac, or the health service which is being promoted by this Neurodac, is one of those platforms which would allow us to reach out to the vast majority of people in the world. It's a known fact that poorly developed countries have got largest number of epileptics. But the epilepsy has got a basis in poor nourishment, increased severity of ailments, and then lack of hygiene and several other things that are part and parcel of the underdeveloped worlds, underdeveloped communities. Also, ironically, the underdeveloped world also has people who have drug-resistant epilepsy. The point of having Neurodac is to integrate the high-end technology, or offer at least, from our side, the available kind of services or treatments that could give a better quality of life for these people all over the world. Because more than two-thirds of the world population is not served by the technology. I'm not talking about mobile phones which are being sold like peanuts. I'm talking about the good health care, or the surgical facilities or faculties that are not developed in most parts of the world. That's where the Neurodac comes into place. Then I'm hoping that it would be certainly like narrowing the gap between the technology that's offered in developed people and the demand that actually is required inside the underdeveloped part of the world. Okay, there are a lot of things which an epileptic patient is prohibited from doing. Not that people would like to have it, so they always look for ways of mending rules and regulation. But most important thing one has to remember is an epileptic patient always need not be under surveillance, but has to be cautious when he is resorting to the normal activities which an otherwise a normal person can do. One of the most important things, because just yesterday we got a patient who is supposed to be on medication for epilepsy. He was driving a two-wheeler, no helmet, and then he skids and ends up with head injury with us. See, sometimes because low velocity crashes here may not be dangerous, but that may not be the case. So when you are on epileptic drugs, you have to be careful on your own, just to take the basic precautions. First thing is, do not drive until and unless you have some kind of monitoring done or some kind of testing done, which here people do EEG and then say, okay, right now your epileptic activity is under control. But it's not as easy as one would think to have. In this country there are no laws for most of the things, and for driving, especially for epileptics also, there are no laws or rules and regulations. But it's not the law that's going to curtail you from doing certain things. It is for your own sake. And for your own sake that you should take this precaution. Because law is not going to hurt if you are having or ending up with a head injury or spinal cord injury or something. It's you who would be suffering from. So best thing is to take all precautions, then take the necessary guidance, or especially from an epileptologist or a specialist. Don't take these things from a general physician or somebody like a quack or RMP and then go on doing the havoc. That's one very most important thing, and especially some of the attacks are provoked by sudden flashes or fire or heat. So stay away from those open fires, and then stay away from other hazardous things like sharp objects and things like that. I'm not going to say that it's going to be dramatic, that you have a fit when you have a knife and then fall on it and then injure yourself. Those things are very rare. But nevertheless, be careful when you're handling with sharp items and objects. But most important thing is, be faithful to your medication. If you are faithful to your medication, medication is going to be faithful to you. That's how you always can avoid multiple medications. When you take them regularly, right kind of dosage, and do not mix them up. Do not mix them up with alcohol and other kind of what do you call the intoxicating agents. Your result is going to be good. Thank you.